Permanence, persistence, and perseverance. In spite of all obstacles, discouragements, and impossibilities, it is this that in all things distinguishes the strong soul from the weak. Thomas Carlyle. My friends, stick with this. You can do it no matter how hard it might be at times. And don't forget, this is the summertime trading zone. This is the worst time of the year to trade. Volumes typically are low. The market's swinging back and forth. That market adage, sell in May and go away, live to trade another day. That is to wait until the fall-winter trading zone when it comes in the not too distant future. You can sure do that. So I don't encourage you to get out of the market. I encourage you to do at least practice trade all that you can learn. And again, how do you learn? If you didn't write it down, it didn't happen. That's why we use our market worksheets, our daily market worksheet, weekly market worksheet, and trade worksheet. Filling those out each and every day can be extremely helpful. So let's jump into these charts. Wow, stocks have turned around and are booming. The S&P 500 up 2.60%. You think that's a lot? The NASDAQ 100 up 4.23%, and Bitcoin booming up 8.93% on XBTF, the Bitcoin future. Gold even up 1.02%. Bonds, the only downer. Let's jump into the S&P 500, getting closer and closer to that magic 200 EMA. When we bound above that, then we're ready for some long trades. At this point, we've been trying to capture some short trades, and they just ain't been abounding too well. Didn't set up for us on this last one. So again, we tried when things rotated over, made a little bit there on those initial gains, got us close to where we needed to go, but not quite, and then boomed back up on us. And of course, we know how to cut our losses when that is happening. And again, it is a summertime trading zone. Don't expect it to be easy, not like those really fat times in the fall-winter trading zone. And we shall do what we can do. But again, moving up, maybe we'll see a crossover. Remember, the 2-day chart is green and has been green. We can see where it's moving up to more recent highs. It's heading up toward that 200 EMA. Also in the weekly, bounded off of it back on June the 13th. That week, it touched the 200 EMA on the weekly chart, slid sideways in these last 2 weeks, popping up. So that's where we are on the S&P. Now we tried to initiate a down move, did that yesterday. Well, it went against us in the morning. We pulled that trade, and things ticked back over on the NASDAQ 100. Oops, didn't mean to screw that up. There we go. NASDAQ 100 heading up toward the 200 EMA, getting closer. We can see where it topped out before, about the same spot. Is it going to die there, or is it going to push through? We'll wait and see where that takes us. It is green on the STC there, green on the STC on the 2-day chart. Still red on the weekly, but again, it also, like the S&P, bounced down and then turned around over these last 3 weeks. So we'll see where all this is going. Is this just a last hurrah? I tell you what we'll do. We'll check out our volume and see. You can see where volume's been very low on these down moves and then really popped up in the afternoon. So we'll keep an eye on things. Not a lot of volume, on this last up move. Had 3 times where it accelerated up some and then sort of died on the vine and rotated over, hitting that same level again. So we'll keep an eye on things, see where they lead us. That's where we are on stocks. Let's go to bonds. That was our only downer today, down 0.56%. And of course, as we look at bonds, we can see where, like the stock indexes, we are close to the 200 EMA, but still below it. We see where things are going down. They popped up about the same level. We've hit that around, you can see where we've hit that over the last few days, both This week, early in the week, and well, actually the end of last week and this week, we've been hitting that top and then rotating over from it. So we'll see where that leads us. STC is still green. That goes red. We'll be looking at that. We can see again on our 2-day chart where we've hit that over these last 4 days. And on the weekly chart, it is green also. But again, well below that 200 EMA on the weekly chart. So bonds have been going down a long time, and they perhaps are trying to claw their way back up. We'll see where things go. So we're standing by on bonds to see which way that's going to lead us. If we do have that crossover on the STC, we'll be willing to consider taking that in a down move, but remembering where those larger charts are. Now, we go from bonds to gold. Gold up for the day 1.02%. Has gold found a bottom? That would be nice. It's green on the STC, well below the 200 EMA on that half-day chart, 2-day chart. Also well below the 200 EMA, but 2 green candles. Again, maybe gold's finding a bottom, maybe. Still red on the STC there, and of course red on the weekly where it's bounded off a little bit, that 200 EMA where it hit the last 2 weeks. So maybe gold is slowly but surely turning around. I would love that because I love going long on gold. Now, lastly, we will move to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin bounding up quite nicely. Now, it's not hit its most recent highs around that 2351 mark, but again, did move down on the 26th as it did on the 25th. It just sort of started the week off bounding down, but popping up some on Wednesday, which is nice to see. Going green there in the afternoon, still well below the 200 EMA. We look at where things are on the 2-day chart. Of course, it's been green for a while, but this latest candle, even with the up move today, still red. And we look at the weekly and, of course, haven't hit that high of last week. But it's nice to see a big up day for Bitcoin. I'm just waiting for it to consolidate and start some strong moves up. When it does that, and I'm trying to be positive here, because it is most likely going to do that at some point once we see perhaps some market capitulation where everybody gives up on it, and it may need to move a lot lower for that to happen. Just don't know. But we'll wait, watch, and see, and these charts will lead us to prosperity. That's where we are, folks. Got a good training for all of our subscribers. If you're not a subscriber at chartingwealth.com, need to go there and sign up because you get those daily trainings each and every day. It is on fractional trading, explaining to you what that is. It's the next step after your practice trading, your paper trading. So, great training there. We send those out every single day to our subscribers. Doesn't cost you a thing. That list is never spammed, never shared. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.